Yeah, well, I had a nice bacon sandwich, a bacon roll with an extra piece of bacon. Yeah, it's nice. And I'm also discovering, so I didn't film that. It's raining actually, so I needed somewhere dry to have my food, which I've had now, and yeah, so I'm just approaching Christ's Pieces. I didn't want to show it on camera, but I'm really glad I came out at this time of day because my perception of rough sleeping and homelessness in Cambridge, rough sleeping particularly, well, I think I haven't been seeing a lot of it recently. I thought it had improved, but I've just come along, so it's still quite early in the morning. It's 8:15 in the morning, and there's a couple of guys down that road that I was just on. I can't remember what that cut through's called. And they clearly been there all night, actually, which surprised me because I had thought it had got better. So anyway, Christ's Pieces. I've just taken you down the left-hand side of where I entered, because this is the kind of area I would only say is probably the only part of it that's a little bit sketchy. Summertime, this area can be a bit dark and dingy. At night still people use this space really well, but where I'm coming out from now, I would imagine, yeah, drinks, bowls and stuff. I mean, it's only water and stuff, but you know, yeah, actually this doesn't look awful, but it leads out onto Christ's Pieces. It's raining at the moment, so thanks for that weather. Yeah, this would be where I would say the part of the park to avoid, only because you know, I've seen some activity here over the years. I won't go into the details of what, but some of it's not family friendly. I've just seen this, I think they've got some sort of natural beehive here, look. This is quite nice though. A solitary bee hotel, overtaken by the weeds. And I think that might be because they're just not looking after this little bit of space here as well. And even when you walk through here at night, you know, the pathways are quite well lit. This is the dark section. That alleyway down there, there is a light that goes down there. I'm not sure it's entirely functional, but we'll walk around that way. But yeah, Christ's Pieces. It's quite a nice place to be though. Very, very well used. I kind of feel like I've done this place down in the last comments and they're not looking after it. And actually, they clearly are. Here's a man over here. Actually, and he's just cleaned up, I think, in that area that I've just walked from. So, prove me wrong. This is, I understand, called, I think it's called the Princess Diana Memorial. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. Yeah. Okay. And it's pouring with rain, so credit to these guys doing their job out here in the pouring rain. Top marks, guys. Okay. Yeah. Yes, there's a memorial to Diana, the Princess of Wales, with this kind of nice arch. Right in the heart of Christ's Pieces. Right, there's starting to be some people about now. 8:25 in the morning, and yeah, we'll do a little walk through, continuous walk now up Fitzroy Street towards the Grafton Centre, and then along Burliegh Street as well. First kind of continuous daylight record, so I'm expecting to get a few funny looks, but we'll see. Yeah, see how it goes. Here we are at Fitzroy Street. Pretty quiet still. Most of the shops are shut till 9, I should think. Fruit and veg man's out, getting his stuff ready. Hope he has a busy day. A lot of shops closed here. Wilkinson's closed down. Home and garden, kitchen and things closed down. I think that used to be Argos there. That's up at the Sainsbury's now. Yeah. Eden Street. Poundland is open. Yeah. So that looking down there is Burliegh Street, and that is City Road down there. It's the old Lloyd's Bank closed down. That used to be the Footlights Theatre. Well, it was called the Footlights at one point, so it might have just been a restaurant or something. Mark. Yeah, key cutting place, 90s vintage fashion. It's a good cafe, that Arena, highly recommend. Get your band t-shirts in Primark. Good range of charity shops down here. You could easily spend just half an afternoon or an afternoon if you like to look in detail at the various charity shops that they have down here. Bit of a guilty pleasure of mine actually. I haven't done it for a while, but I do like a good find. Yeah. Fresh looking cafe. Might check that out. That might be where we have some coffee in a little while. Red Cross Forbidden Planet. Sci-fi culture is your thing. Highly recommend this place. They do really good furniture. Quite good prices. And you can easily collect from their back door down there. And they deliver as well. So yeah. There we have it. That's the complete walk through Fitzroy Street. Okay, I've been out for 3 hours. About 5 mile walk so far. Here I am on a rainy East Road, just taking some shelter from the rain for a minute. We just had a bit of a burst. That's the way we're headed. We're going to take a look at Mill Road. I'm going to walk the whole length of Mill Road and then walk back up next time. On the way. Yeah, we're on the Petersfield side of Mill Road here. Yeah, a real mix of independent businesses and different types of independent businesses as well. Coffee houses, restaurants, convenience stores. Yeah, we've got a co-op there as well. But yeah, it's a nice part of town. Quite like it down here. When it's busy, sit down, have a coffee, chill out, watch the world go by. Still quite early in the morning here. Hey up, I thought I was in Cambridge, not Leeds. There's quite a lot changed down this part of Mill Road since the last time I was here. This is the Romsey town side of Mill Road. And yeah, I'm going to take a walk down, but that's different. That used to be like a knick-knack store. I think it was K-Dash or something. So that's different. These two businesses here, one of those, one on the left used to be a estate agent around Calvin. One on the right used to be a charity shop. Yeah, so few things have changed, probably in the last year or so, I would say. Got an exclusive here, Mortar Road. They send coaches for old mattresses here. Mattresses by the coach load. Yeah, it's all happening. Escaping there while they're being delivered. Right, there we are. We're at the very bottom of Brook Mill Road now. I had I had intended to. I kind of hoped that the brook was open. This is the brook. I've not been in there before, but I've been meaning to try this place out, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to come and sit down and have a coffee, do some editing. Unfortunately, as expected, probably at 9:10 in the morning, they're shut. So we will carry on with Mill Road and we'll see if we can find somewhere else. So if you walk along Mill Road, I'm stood outside the brook now, facing the other direction. We've got Seymour Street. Seymour Street will take you round in a sort of a crescent, not quite a crescent because you won't end up back on Mill Road. You'll end up on Vinery Road if you follow Seymour Street round. Much of this part of the road is residential. But there are some points of interest, so I won't do any continuous roll here. I'll sort of pick out the points of interest as we go along. Okay, and here we are, standing outside. An amazing success story for Cambridge. A real feat of modern architecture. It's Vinery Road bus stop. And tucked away behind the bus stop, of course, is the mosque, which is the real feat of architecture. This is really nice, this place. And the greenery is really maturing. This has been here 2 to 3, maybe 4 years now. The greenery is really maturing. It's a real shame. Yeah, their traffic measures are that choice. When you have a building that looks as beautiful as this. Yeah, and the garden's coming on really well. Look at that lovely fountain there in the middle. Beautiful. And when there's no traffic, I'd say it's quite a nice calming environment to be in. In the reflection you will see there's a bus stop outside. Alright, there we go. Yes, we've got the Royal Standard Public House. It was reopened again about 8 years ago. 5 to 8 years ago. And I think, I don't know if it's changed, I think the food they do in there is Thai food. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, check it out. The rain's picking up, but I wanted to show you this building. Romsey Town Labour Club. I've been fortunate enough to go in this building, and yeah, it does. It needs some work, but I completely agree with that sign. Wouldn't it, mate? A great community space. Just a few yards up from the Labour Club. We have the Salisbury Club, which is obviously a good community space, so I'm not sure that we're lacking one in this area, although we may well be soon, because there we go. Now, it's for sale here. I think this used to be the Conservative Club as well. I'm sure there's something on this building somewhere. Let me me see. Yeah, I may be wrong. I can't see it, but yeah. Anyway, anybody's interested in buying a horn with a flagpole outside, comes Cambridge. Another local favourite store, sadly bit in the dusk, the infamous around these parts, Cutlax. It was a DIY store and it was very good. They had actually carved out a bit of their own niche as well. It wasn't just a traditional DIY store, there was lots you could get in there. So sadly that's bit in the dust. And then you've got a charity shop there and a salon, and in the middle of that you've got Relevant Records. And yeah, that's a nice record shop. That they're a cafe and a record shop. So you go in, the top part of it's a cafe, the part you can see there, and then downstairs in the basement. Well, it's been about 5 years since I've been downstairs in there, but a good collection of vinyl. So definitely worth checking out for any of the vinyl collectors looking for a place in Cambridge. Coming up on the right here, you've got a co-op and a pharmacy. Well, pharmacy, but a co-op as well. It's just been refurbished. Not been in there and tried it out yet. I suspect it's some new old version of the co-op. And then just looking down towards Hope Street. Down there. Motor vehicles like that TVR serviced and repaired, although I think that TVR probably wouldn't fit in the garage space down there. But anyway, there's a motor place down there. You need to get your car fixed. And I'm going to stop for a coffee here in BLD's. Alright, I'm still here on Mill Road. Just had my cup of coffee in BLD's, which was very nice. Let's continue the walk. Yeah, well, we're walking back up the other side of Mill Road Bridge now. I did take a little stop into Romsey Mill charity shop. A little Aladdin's cave of stuff, actually. Definitely worth a visit. Very lots and lots of bric-a-brac, knick-knacky type stuff. I always find the clothing very difficult to navigate there, but it's always interesting looking at their bits and pieces. Yeah. Cambridge railway station down in that infrastructure of overhead cables and stuff there. Yeah. This is Mill Road Bridge. have a bit of traffic congestion up here. The thing is with the traffic down here on Mill Road, it isn't helped by this kind of thing. Yeah, these two cars parked on double yellow lines. Yeah, another disused building. It's like an old poor hall. Mickey Flynn's. I'm sure people, regulars, locals of Cambridge, can tell you what it used to be. This guy on this Zedify bike just nearly rear-ended a car on the corner of that road there. This is St Barnabas Church. So there's a lot to see here. This is a nice restaurant. Some of my family have eaten here. They speak very highly of it. Closed at the moment. We filmed that earlier. I'm not too sure where that's going to sit in the sequence. Sorry, a bit of live camera cleaning there. Not good for the production value. We need to do much better on that. I think we're going to take a little trip down here. This is Tennyson Road. Excuse me. Yeah, down here. It's always worth a look in the Salvation Army charity shop, Sally Ann's. Again, always good. Always good things. Although it does look like it's not open. Interesting. Closed. Oh well. What can you do? Not much doing today, but it does go all the way back down there, and down here they have the barn, which is sort of an extension to it, and yeah. Recommended coffee place. I never pronounce that place. Modigliani or something like that. Seems to be Italian coffee, I think. And then we've got Five Blends Coffee House on the corner of Covent Garden here on the left. Yeah, I've had a coffee in here a few times. Highly recommended. And then down there is the Six Bells, which is very good for Sunday roasts. This is a Michelin star restaurant, I think. I don't know much about it. Someone was telling me. I should look it up. So we're sort of approaching the end of the Mill Road stretch of shops and things here. There's a few more things to point out. And that's this Noodles Plus place on the left. This lady stood. I've never eaten there, and there's a good reason for that. And that reason is, whenever I've come by and it's open, people are queuing out the door. So I'm told that this is the best noodles in Cambridge. So I'm yet to establish that for myself. The other thing, I've eaten here at Canterland. There's quite a nice vibe in there sometimes. It's like they're getting ready for another day. Brand new chicken going on the spit there. So yeah, so we're sort of coming to the end of Mill Road. There's one more thing I want to take a look at the end of Mill Road. I'll see you there. Okay. Swimming pool over there. And a skate park. But that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is just slightly visible. There we go. Another one of these phone boxes. I do like seeing these about, but this one is in not a very good state. Yeah. The difference between Cambridge red boxes and London ones is vast, but it's still a shame to see the wasted use of space in our places.